Good day, everyone, and it is a beautiful day today. Welcome to Northwest Oklahoma. Welcome to Chamber Chats. Ben Buckland on the radio this morning in the midst of regional playoffs in high school. So the Winoka girls managed 3 victories in Eric, Oklahoma. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Great games to watch. The middle game, the semifinal game, an all-timer. They advance now to Clinton, Oklahoma, in the Red Tornado Gymnasium. It's an oldie but a goodie. A lot of good in Eric, for instance. That's I don't know when that gym would have been built, probably sometime in the 40s. It is certainly strong enough, no doubt about it. And it'll be replaced one of these days with a tin, an aluminum and metal thing. I love the old barns. And you're perfectly safe in them because tornadoes and bombs and things like that don't really bothered them all that much. They were made very, very strong. So we'll be in Clinton at 1 o'clock on Thursday with the Winoka girls and Buffalo. And we've played Buffalo. We didn't play them in the Buffalo tournament, but we played them in the regular season and were able to defeat them. I don't recall the score, but I recall that they are beatable. Then after that, we probably shouldn't just mark that one off yet. That's why they play the game. But should that one be a win, it gets a little tougher then. But who would have thought a team that's 11-16 is like 3 games away from the state tournament? That's pretty amazing. Speaking of amazing, sitting beside me in the studio in Alva, Oklahoma, amazing is an understatement. It's Jody Brott, and it is Chamber Chats. Good afternoon. How in the world are you?
Hey, I'm great. Nice segue.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. That made my day. So everything good for you on the weekend?
I think so. Yeah. I had kind of a low-key weekend.
Yeah. Sometimes that's good.
It is. It's good to get some rest in occasionally.
It is. I kind of look forward to those days when I don't even get out of my jammies,
Yeah, we for Saturday, like my thought was on Friday night, I was like, I literally have nothing planned for tomorrow. And so we did end up giving what we call a backyard tour to some people who had company in town because I had mentioned to them they were looking for something to do with their daughter who was coming into town. And so I was like, well, we might be able to do a backyard tour for you. We don't have a whole lot going on. And so we did a backyard tour.
This would be the menagerie.
Yes, at the menagerie. So like we kind of occasionally will do this. We don't do it all the time, but just hop in the truck or the side-by-side or something and go out into the pasture and just be right there with the animals in their environment.
That's really the best way to do that.
It is. It's a really cool experience to do it that way. But we'll be opening in about a month, for menagerie, so our weekends will be full.
So you sent me a picture of when you were doing the llamagrams of the little baby llama with the baby. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've had more response to that than practically anything I've ever done.
Yeah, you should see these little highlands. I'll have to show you some photos of our highlands that we had in the picture. Isn't that the cutest thing? Look at that.
Oh, wow.
If everybody could just see it, it's the most adorable thing. I love the hairy cows, the highlands. So anyway. They're
beautiful. But a baby llama, I mean, that's that's turbo times 10.
Yes. And then this last week, we also had a baby sheep, a little lamb born, and it lost its mama, or its mama wasn't feeding it, one or the other. I don't know. But Breaker went out to check on the goats and the sheep, and that little lamb just came and jumped up into his arms and started sucking on his finger. So we have, excuse me.
She's sneezing. She's sneezing. Hang on.
Okay.
Sneeze over. Back to the sentence you were about to complete.
No, I hate it when it comes on like that. But yeah, so now we have a little bottle baby lamb that he's taking care of, learning some responsibility. It happens, as spring comes about, like we occasionally have to have a bottle baby. So we've got that going on as well.
That's something that happens occasionally on the farm, and it's one of those, oh, this is bad. But it usually turns into something pretty special.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they're always just this. They end up being just the sweetest things. So anyway, yes. So.
Oh, she's showing me a picture of Breaker feeding this. We got to turn this thing into pictures here.
I know. I've always got pictures because I'm always taking pictures of everything that's going on. So anyway, yeah.
Feeding the baby lamb. And with all the bottle calves or the bucket calves that I've had, they, of course, from that moment on, will follow you.
Oh, yeah.
For the rest of forever.
Absolutely. You're their mama. So they know where to get the food. They're coming for you. So yeah, but we had a great weekend, very low key. And, it's nice to have those right before everything just starts getting crazy, So we did have a great community coffee last Friday at K&S Tire. It was a legislative eggs and issues where we had representatives from Frank Lucas's office and from Langford's office, as well as Dr. Newton being there. And then we had an update from our new mayor and city manager. And then if you stuck around, you got to go see the retread process at the retread plant at K&S. And that was a really neat experience to go around and see that happening.
How long have we had a retread plant?
I don't know how long it's been there, but that is, so, K&S they do tires. They've got the retread plant in the back. They've got a back building, and that's where our community coffee was on Friday. And then we just got to go and tour that.
I've only been out there like 11,000 times. I didn't know there was a building in the back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. An entire building with the whole process. They had a representative from Goodyear there giving us all of the info as we went around and how the whole process works.
Oh, I hate it that I missed that. That sounds really cool.
Actually, my son said the same thing. My husband decided, because he knew it was going to be at K&S, he thought, I'm going to go to community coffee this week. And so he came along that morning, and he went back home, and he told my son that he's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I went to community coffee. And he's like, yeah, we toured the retread plant. And Braylon was like, oh man, I wish I would have known. He was so upset that he missed it. So we'll just have to let K&S know that's something that the people want, the public want to come and see that. So
yes, we do.
Maybe not so early in the morning.
I'm with you, sister. I'm with you there. At the crack of 10, that would be a great tour.
There we go. Now we know. We'll let them know out at K&S.
So you say it was a big time. Was there any information out of it that you went, ooh, that's good. That's good that I know that.
Nothing off of the top of my head. I probably...
Well, you were in charge of the event, so you probably didn't give a whole lot of thought to the information that was flowing, but you had a good turnout.
Oh, yeah. It was a great turnout. I think we had 40 to 50 people who showed up that morning. So, and K&S did a wonderful job of providing coffee and juice and donuts and a warm space to be in, and then the tour afterwards. So it was a great time.
K&S is a much bigger entity in the total community than you think. Just if the only thing you know is the sign and the building out here, K&S, several locations, a lot of people.
Yeah.
They employ good. And the thing that you will notice about them in the area of employees is people stay with them a long time.
Oh yeah.
That's a good sign. So, what's cooking?
Okay, so coming up this week, when you get your newsletter today, we're putting that out, and of course, it comes out every Monday around 4:00. You will want to make sure and open it to see everything that is going on. We've got a lot of info coming out about the gala, which will be at the end of March 27th. That's a Friday. But before then, you have to make sure and vote. We are in the last week of voting for the Citizens Choice Awards Gala. That is open until Saturday. So you can put your vote in until Saturday. And then beyond that, voting is closed. Those votes will be tabulated. We will order trophies, and then you'll just have to wait until the 27th of March to see who the winners are. And that's where it will be announced. We'll be putting out information about tickets and tables and how you can get yours. It's an event that's for more than just the chamber members, but also the community can come out and be a part of that. It's going to be a fun event. You know, Ben, it's a fun event. So we've got that coming up.
It is really fun. And so, okay, you say that it's for more than just the chamber. So if it's not a chamber member and they want to do it, where do they go? What do they do?
So just stay tuned to our newsletter. Stay tuned to our Facebook page for all of the announcements on the gala. We'll be putting all of that information out, how you can get your tickets. Tickets will be available at the door, but you will be able to get them for a cheaper price if you will pre-order your tickets. And we'll have information coming out about that within the next week. If you are a chamber member, you receive tickets according to your membership level. Now, don't ask me how many you get per level, because I'm going to end up saying it wrong off the top of my head, and I'd have to find the info to actually look at it. So I'm just telling you right now. But that info, we've got all of that in the office. So you will be, if you are a chamber member, you get tickets. Or at least a ticket, depending upon your membership level.
So where are we going for this event? First time, big time.
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. We are having prom night at the Nightlight. So get your prom attire, whether you want to work it fitting back into that high school prom dress, or if you want to go get yourself a new prom dress or suit or whatever, get yourself all fancied up and come out to prom night at the Nightlight. This is going to give people the opportunity to come out to the Nightlight and see it as an event venue. So it may not be a place that you typically go each weekend, but this is going to be an event that you can come out here and you can check it out, and just go in and see the inside of the Nightlight. If you haven't been in there to see everything that they've done, you got to take advantage of this opportunity and come out there and do that. We are going to have a blast that night. So details are still getting worked out, but there is no doubt that it will be a blast.
So I have in the back of the closet, because it's something I just couldn't throw away, but I have an egg blue. What are those, like Elvis used to wear, the one-piece things? What were those made out of? The material that burns really easy.
I'm not sure, Ben. You're the one that lived through that era.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But some of it's a little hazy. So you may have to just kind of take my word for some stuff. But I got it to use on telethons, a light blue tuxedo, and it's made of that stuff. What is it? The only thing that'll come to my mind is naugahyde, and it's not. It's not made out of naugahyde. It's made out of that corky feeling stuff. What material is that? Come on.
I don't know.
Oh, somebody help. Anyway, and that was during the time of bells. So this is a very light blue tuxedo with 19-inch bell bottoms.
Nice. I hope that you wear that.
I think I probably can, but I'll probably have to leave the front of it unzipped if that's okay.
This we want it to be family friendly.
Okay, this is going to require some sort of a coat, I think.
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. Let me think this through some more. First, I got to remember what the stuff is. It's the stuff that burns, and the reason I know that it burns is I went to Las Vegas to announce a national race for SCUSA. SCUSA is Superkart USA. Those are those go-karts that go 160 miles an hour, and famous people drive them. They're 6-speed shifters. And it was at the very beginning of the season, because it's the only time that they couldn't get the track during the regular season because people race on the thing. So they gave each of us that were officials, and I kind of was because I was the announcer, this outfit, and it was made of this material. And it was cold at this event because it was the very first of the season. I mean, it was like March the 10th or something like that. So they put these space heaters around, and I was standing in front of mine and caught on fire.
Oh no, that's not good.
No, it's good that I had some jeans in the car because all that came from the pants out of the fire was the zipper.
Oh no, that's not good at all.
That's the material that I'm trying to think what it is. We could use a little help out there. Give me a text if you can come up with what this is. 405-219-1800. It's right on the tip of my tongue, and it's really not needed information, but I'm afraid it's going to take a large space in my mind until about 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. Okay, so what new stuff's coming up?
Okay, here, hold on. I just had to go look this up. It says 1954, aka the burn suit. And it was rayon and acetate. Casual suits. Acetate is a protein fiber which burns quickly and can flare even after flame is removed. The bead is hard, brittle, and can't be crushed. It melts into a very hot bead and drips very dangerously. No ash is left by it, and the smell is like hot vinegar and burning pepper. It gives out black smoke, and the fume is hazardous. And these were sold in Penny's catalog for Easter fashion for young boys, even. So in the 50s. There you go.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. And also it happened in an area. I mean, there's a lot of officials in a big race, but there's not very many announcers. So I was in an area that I was pretty much by myself. So nobody got a picture.
That's good.
That's really good. Yeah, that's really good.
I mean, I think that these days, we actually were talking about how these days there are pictures of everything, video of everything. Ben, you can probably say that you're glad that there was no pictures or videos of many things.
Oh, yes.
So these days there's pictures and videos of everything.
Yes. Yeah, I've thought about that many times. And you're in this too. I mean, you weren't totally exposed to everybody having a camera like everybody has today. And I grew up in a really good time.
Yeah, I'm what they call, and this is an argument in our house, I'm in the micro generation of the Zennial, like in between a Generation X and Millennial. Like I'm on that cusp area. And so we talk about this a lot. But yeah, we grew up with the technology, yet we didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Another time, another day, another time. The older I get, the better I was.
That's right. There you go. So, also this week, we'll move into what's happening with the chamber. Just want to let you know that if you have been suffering with grief in any way, there is a new group of grief share that is happening. This happens at the Alva Nazarene Church from 6 to 7:30. So, Charles Wells and Steve Ham are heading this up. And if you have questions about that or curious about that, you can reach out to the College Hill Church of Christ or the Alva Nazarene, or go to your newsletter and find the grief share photo. So if that's something that you are dealing with, please reach out to them and attend one of their grief share groups. Their new session is starting tonight from 6 to 7:30. On Thursday, the Oklahoma Medical Research Foundation will be in Alva on campus having a spotlight conversation, the science of cardiovascular health. That's going to be from 11:30 to 1 on Thursday in the Ranger Room on campus. And then there is a basketball game at Northwestern, and they are participating. The Student Athlete Advisory Committee and the campus cabinet food pantry are partnering together for a food drive. So you can go to the game on Thursday with some canned goods and get into the game for bring two or more items to the Ranger basketball games at 5:30 and 7:30 and get in for free. So that's happening on Thursday. On Friday, there is a Raising Safe and Healthy Children workshop at Northwest Technology Center. So you can go check that out. There's also a pancake dinner at the Alva Masonic Lodge. That is $10 for adults, $6 for kids, and that's going to be from 5 to 8 o'clock. On Saturday is the Alva Annual Polar Plunge, and that is not something that I want to do in jumping into cold water, but many people want to do this. And that's happening at the Corey Washburn Family Memorial Swimming Pool. Check-ins at 9, plunges at 10. You do have to raise, I think it's $75 that will be donated to the Special Olympics of Oklahoma. You can contact Scotty Cox or Heather O'Neill at the at BJCC, and they can give you more information on that. If you are into exercise, we've got a fun event on Saturday morning as well, starting at 10 a.m. at Alva Beer Co. We've got Body Pump and Pints with Liv. So show up with $10 and your light weights, and Liv is going to lead you through a body pump class, and then afterward you can drink a pint. So body pump and pints. Sweetheart stargazing is going on at the Great Salt Plains Lake. You can go stargaze on Saturday from 7 to 8:30. They are going to have your telescopes provided for you by Northwestern, so you can go out there and check out the stars with your sweetheart out at the Great Salt Plains Lake. More information is available about that on our website at alvaok.net/events or in our newsletter. And then if you have not got your tickets to the Great Divide, make sure that you go on and order those tickets from Eventbrite. Go to eventbrite.com, search Alva, find the Great Divide on there. The Great Divide will be in Alva at the Nightlight on Saturday. That is a concert that you don't want to miss. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I've heard that they've already had several pre-sales. So make sure that you get on there. Don't just wait for the door, but get your pre-sale tickets. So that's about all that I have. I've kind of worked through our newsletter, just kind of putting that all out verbally. But if you are a visual person, make sure that you are signed up for our newsletter so that you can read through those, scroll through all of those flyers. It is packed full. So make sure that you scroll all the way down, and you may even have to click on a button that says view more, because it just keeps going.
It's a big deal. It's a good deal. It is. And this is the information flowing on Chamber Chats. Before we wrap this baby up, let's check with our man on the Hill, the Associate SID of NWOSU. What's cooking on the Hill?
Well, it has been a fun week of Northwestern basketball, Lady Rangers and Rangers. 4-0 on the weekend. Wins over Southern Arkansas and Arkansas Monticello. I do want to add on to that Thursday night game against Oklahoma Baptist. It is, in addition to the Campus Academy with the food pantry and all that going on, the canned goods drive, it is also AEC night, so there will be free T-shirts, prize giveaways, all sorts of stuff as well. You don't want to miss it. It is the last home game of the year, so you'll want to be there for that. And then baseball, Friday night, taking on East Central at 6 o'clock. Be a doubleheader at 1 and 4 on Saturday. And Northwestern basketball on the road Saturday. They go to Bethany to take on Southern Nazarene. So another big weekend here in Northwestern.
It's amazing. It's a great time to live, work, and play, worship, and raise your kids and send them to school in Northwest Oklahoma. I think we've wrapped it for Chamber Chats. What do you think, Chamber Lady?
I think so.
Okay. We will join you down the road. We're going to have to make some changes. As you know, we are continually evolving. So Rose and Ben, always heard from 11 till noon on Thursday, except when it isn't, won't be this week. It'll be heard on Wednesday from 11 to noon, because at 1 o'clock on Thursday, we will be in, it is 1 o'clock, isn't it? Yeah, 1 o'clock on Thursday, we will be in Clinton, Oklahoma. The Lady Rails began or continue their walk to the state basketball tournament, we hope. This is area. They are the regional champions, and at that game Saturday that they won, Temperance Poseidon was presented with a banner honoring her for scoring over 1,000 points in her times during her time at Winoka. And Cade points out to me, yes, and she's a junior. So I don't know if they have a 2,000-point banner, but okay. Thank you for joining us on Chamber Chats. We now return you to what we call regular programming.